Hey everyone, it's Leetin. We're playing more Friendsim. I had trouble with first, but that's because the motion track wasn't working, but now this is great. I think this is great. I think it's working fine. Okay, we're gonna do... Oh, so if you... okay, we're gonna start, I guess. And do the what's this one? The flying obsessed one. I forgot his name. What's his name? Vicare Retit. Oh, he has tit in his name. Haha. Okay, it's probably best for you to stop trying to predict what's going to happen for you at this point. Everything that's kind of happened so far on this planet has been kind of chaotic. In fact, you're ready for something more familiar. Head back to the site of your abandoned spaceship. Sure, it's smashed beyond repair, but it's a little slice of home. Maybe at least one or two pieces of it are fixable. You march off what you think is the right direction. But when you get there, you're not alone. A little guy in a hat and big goggles standing there, gazing at your spaceship. Maybe assessing it. As you watch, he breaks off a couple gears and stuffs them in his pocket. Hey! I didn't even know he was gonna say hey first. I was like, hey, don't steal my stuff. Oh, hello. Hello there. You're an interesting one, aren't you? Okay. Okay, what voice do I give you? Okay, so, something with underbite. So, I sound like something like an underbite. Kinda lowered, and yes, sound like I'm having an underbite. Good galloping gravy! Well, I've never seen the likes of you before. What a strange wonders the heavens have rained down on us today. You quickly lose any indignation you're building up. He's smiling at you, and his words seem at least somewhat amicable. Maybe you got this all wrong. Maybe this is the next person you're gonna be chummy with. You cut right to the chase. No point in beating around the ground leaf covering. That's probably what they call it on this planet. You let this guy know you're proprietor of the spaceship he's stripping, and you're in mighty need of a friend. A friend, eh? A bosom companion of Hal about town? I seen nary a ton and discus. What? I don't know what a dickus is. A dickus or Harry around these parts who might fit the bill. You're trying to imply that this guy might be your friend. Could be your friend. Is it too late to say that now? I assume to try to say with your eyebrows. As for me, day-to-day matters here on Alternia interest me not. For I only care about hurtling at great speed through the boundless expanse of the cosmos. That's right, space. Here's spaceflight that consumes my every waking thought and follow my ardor. As in accordance with my duties as a future Alternian crusader, of course. No oxygen, no wind, or total vacuum. That is the light for me, alright. Flying in a space above the atmosphere, not only with the realm of gravity's purview, but wouldn't have it any other way. Right, you get the feeling you're missing something. This guy seems really defensive about his interest in spaceflight. Like, maybe he's trying to say something totally different. Whatever it is, his internal conflict clearly takes precedence over the issues. He looks like a great candidate for a friend, despite the fact that his voice sounds like it belongs to a newsreel about World War II. Okay, so kind of transatlantic-y? Yeah. Okay, so it's kind of transatlantic-y? Oh, well, that was doing things. Okay, I guess I'm kind of right. I have just one query for you, sport of a mage baby so bold. Do you also like spacecraft? Do you yearn to see the moon shining above, the clouds whipping by you and chase the impish western wind, and then also keep going past that into space? I'm going to save. Maybe I'm gonna lie. I'm gonna tell him I love spaceflight. Well, then we are in total agreement. Two kindred souls traveling hand in hand to a glorious and inevitable future of conscripted service in space, which is, as I already made clear, a thing I most definitely and positively desire. So it seems we have nothing more to discuss. Toodaloo. Oh. Well, fuck. Well. Anyway, tell him you're not so sure about spaceflight. His eyes widen. You see them. Oh, he wants to convert us. Oh, I see. I see. You're an individual with more sophisticated palate. I'm a connoisseur of the buoyant arts you are. Something like you can never be satisfied with the anemic affair of traveling through the inky blackness of the galaxies. I believe return to my hive is in order. Let's get a wiggle on. There was a lot going on there, but you understand that he wants you to follow him. The friendly guy takes you to the building where all the rooms seem to balance on spindly looking stilts. The highest soars above you into the sky. Wow, okay. Okay. The friendly guy starts the building where last room. Just to a little platform attached to a pulley system like a rudimentary elevator. It brings up to a small dark room. The house is pretty much what you would guess. The walls covered in star maps and pictures of spaceships. You notice that many of them make little slogans splash around them, say things like, explore the galaxies because you're required to fulfill the duty of your society. And enlist travel, make friends, don't get cold. Your new friend doesn't seem happy as he looks around the place. Just the high for a dedicated spacecraft enthusiast, isn't it? You're not sure what this is leading to, but no one has ever went wrong in relying on non-specific and plausibly deniable agreement. Who am I fooling? You rumbled me, potential new chum. What you see before is collage of falsehoods. I'm nothing more than avatar baloney. The truth of myriad temptations and desires of space to nothing to tickle my biscuit. That sounds gross. The thought of participating in the glamorous eternal conquest gives me the screaming mimmies. My interest lies in something a little lower down. He reaches up and pulls back one of the posters. Behind is another poster that's showing a view of clouds in the night sky. Behold, my shame. The truth is, I long to toss it in the wind, grasp of the mistress gravity's sweet fingers, traverse the sky. Could such a thing be? Imagine flying with the confines of Alternia's very atmosphere, defying the very conventions of what we all know to be true. Instead of down, up, instead of falling, soaring. Can you imagine? Can you see it before you? Could you ever dream of the existence of such a flying machine? Tell me, please exist. I was telling him I never heard of such a thing. How about the features ours to build? The strange-hued and unheard comrade. What do you think? Does it excite you? Dude, your ideas rattle your buttons. I can't help but notice he's referring to you as a chum and comrade, but friend hasn't made an appearance yet. Do synonyms count? Do synonyms count? Or is it like a tick of his speaking style? But you're asserting this and not vigorously. You're almost positive this thing he really wants to express interest in. Haha, the truth will out. You and I share the truth and passion for the indulgence of the air. A dialogue between a troll and a flying machine of the stars. But further away from the stars, it would be a spaceship. I cannot stress enough how different the thing is. You can decide between nodding and shaking your head here, so you furrow your brow and do your best to look thoughtful. Like maybe you are contemplating the differences. The fellow's demeanor towards you is definitely shading to more temperate climate zones. However, certain physical needs are starting to assert themselves. They're still pretty banged up from your previous adventures, but right now the aching of your stomach is screaming for attention. Only ask your friend to be if there might be any chance of getting a bite to eat. But of course! Why, I know you had such a rolling and ill digestive bladder or whatever shit, my yap is too sweet. Time for good older nosh. Rummy you ruining you, what ho? Now, how should we obtain the victuals? What the fuck are you saying? Oh my god. We could venture into the great unknown, which is to say out of my hive, or we could stay here, behold the whatever twists and turns Lady Fate has in store for us for the nutrition block. What you say, you new timer? Ah, fuck. Fuck. I will sit in the hive. If you tell him any food that he has in the house will be fine. Surely staying here will get you fed more quickly. No problem at all, my fine and fervent fellow. However, I believe two kindred souls as ourselves have no more way of communicating than mere words alone. I think I'm grasping the meaning behind your request. The signal from your transmitter's ping my cranial lobes receiver. I can see what you're truly after. Food is food for the soul. You definitely meant food for the body. You look for an opening where you might gently correct your new buddy, but he seems to be working himself to say a lot more things. And they like the malnutrition of our troll's truth-beaten graves. Necessities of thought, of imagination, of desire. That which nourishes itself better for the finest grub noodles, art, passion, science. You get her hankering to my flying machine, disguised sketches. Despite your troubles, you can't help but think his enthusiasm is kind of sweet. You nod weakly. You made one last attempt, indicating that food may strengthen you to fully appreciate his work. No need to worry. I am fully confident in our ability to take in my glorious blueprint. You have shown yourself a quite a steady nugget and a steady gander bulb. I will welcome your input. What? A little bit in your stomach. It feels nice to hear him compliment you. You're not sure what you've actually done to earn his praise, but you definitely don't want to ruin this now. Maybe seeing his design will be fun, even on an empty stomach. Maybe it will really nourish you on a level help you forget about the prosaic earthly nourishment you thought you wanted. You can tell him you're in. Not so fast. That which I am planning to reveal to you is what I keep close in my trouser pillar. Not that I don't trust you, my footloose and horn cohort, but I think I would like to test you a little bit more before setting myself, and displaying my bleeding organ before your penetrating gaze, which is another metaphor for exploring my portfolio. Might I trouble you partake in a small trust trial? No problem, you tell him. Your bud insists you make yourself comfortable while he gets a new few new supplies. After a few minutes, he returns with a fistful of fabrics in different colors. Here's what I've been battering on the old brain box of mine, buddy-o. I'm going to tie this blindfold around your face. Then I'm going to give you some instructions. And you're going to try and locate the case where I keep my treasured sketches. If you can find it, which we try to tether deeply. Let two wings working in unison to achieve the lift-off. That's how wings work. I'm still figuring out the principles of the matter. What a romp. Are you up for it? too late to turn back now, and really, you don't want to. What kind of relief to have him tell you what the friendship in plain terms. Well, as late as this guy's terms ever get. Give him a thumbs up. Now we're on the trolley. I don't know if he has an accent, but I don't know. He quickly ties the fabric around your face. The time is upon us. Time is the inaugural flight of our deep bite. Time to unite our fleeting companionship on the next and see what happens. Your new friend starts to direct you around the room. To the left. No, my left. Sorry, okay, I mean your left. And now onwards to the glorious future that lies before us. You smile weakly, doing your best to follow his instructions. He sounds happy, so he must be getting somewhere. Onwards to the doorway. 3 steps forward if it would be so. Wait! Crash. You drag it backwards from the impact. You hear yourself wheeze. The shock hasn't totally knocked the lung out of your commission. Your air jerks in tiny contractions as you gasp for air. Oh, beans. Ding. Dang. Darn it. There's no pain, just immense force pressure for your face, right where you ran into something face first. You pull out the blindfold and you hear footsteps. It probably means your new friend's rushing over to help. He gets your blindfold untied and his face swims around your vision. You look utterly gobsmacked. Well, I'll be a home beast grub food. Everything's capacity, new pal. You put your hand in your face to touch something wet. Sure enough, when you pull your fingers away, they're covered in blood. Your nose isn't gushing or anything, you're just sending out a couple rivulets to let you know it's having a bad day. It's not so bad. You tell your acquaintance this, but he doesn't look any less horrified. Shivering, scrat, grimly. This time I've been testing you to see if I place a tender gift of trust in your disclawed little hands. And here you are bestowed upon me the greatest trust of all. The knowledge of your non-standard hematological attributes. I'm truly honored, flabbergasted, absolutely pushed to the brink of rationality by such a display of faith. Never mind the trust I deserve to see my sketches. Just wait here. Be back in 2 shakes of baby Bobby's hindquarters. You sit behind the floor again, wiping the blood off your face. You're not going to question the stroke of love you've been shown. Why, if you knew bleeding was the key to this infection long ago, you could have incurred some blood from the sites of your multiple injuries. No matter, you sniff the last of the blood back in your nostrils, tasting metal at the back of your throat. When your almost friend returns, he drops a big stack of papers onto your lap. Your page through the designs. The first few are rudimentary, mostly variations of spaceships with little notes like how do I make it not reach velocity, and less jet fuel, shaped would be less aerodynamic. But as you keep going, designs are pretty interesting. One seems to rely on big rotting sails to achieve lift, others shows a light frame body attached to floor jointed wings. You briefly wonder what he plans to make the wings out of before you see a note saying that these are dragon wings. A follow-up scribble states, flapping mechanism? How to soften rigor mortis? But hang on, you take a closer look at the machine's frame. This guy's sketch is pretty detailed. The frame doesn't seem to be made of wood or aluminum as you expected, but smaller individual shapes lashed together with some kind of cord. It's almost like a macabre aesthetic, but you think it looks like bones? You look at the back of the other design. Now that you look at it, the sails in this have a texture that might be leather or similar. Not dissimilar from the brand new blood colors you discovered recently. Oh boy, you've been doing this creepy alien rule before. Using your lightest, most jocular tone, you question the bone shapes. You smile, your words are big for them. What's that? Oh, I'm not a construction professional, you know. Gotta make use of what's available. Only cold low-bloods and grubs, of course. Not an ounce of insurrectional spirit in this fellow over here. Fear not, unholy one. These wacky cultural indifferences, you just misunderstood. You just take refuge in your old standby of nodding and smiling. It's none of your business who body parts these fellas use or doesn't use to make his Wright brothers transformative fan works. Love that. Friends aren't for judging people's use of corpses or construction materials anyway. You know, when you crash land on my planet, I had no idea what to think. Ricari, old boy, you really shot the balls now. That's what I told myself. Telling Annie about your flying dreams? That's ruffled the kitty and no doubt about it. But now we're here and here you're having a looky-loo at my sketches. I'm thinking it might have been right for us to meet all along. Perhaps a work of the capricious Madame Destiny? Sure, he's about to say that you're friends. You can almost taste those words, friendship-affirming syllables coming out of his mouth. You're just seconds away from the coveted F-word. Or are you? Maybe you misconstructed everything. You look back down at your sketches. Bones in this one, bones in that one. He says these plans call for bones of aliens like him. Or at least if you understand him correctly. But they don't really look different from, well, the bones you're more familiar with. Your own bones. Your bones, which I've already gone through a lot today, and maybe seem to be in a kind of harvestable condition, if one was ever so inclined. You clear your throat, how you say, he's not on the market for these materials right now, is he? Like, right now? The friendly guy doesn't understand your question. You're not gonna push it, but if you do risk a quick glance and go, then back at him, and back at yourself, just to see if he's checking out the stuff, so to speak. You look back at him, he looks aghast. Oops. Heavens to biscuits! Is that what you think of me? You think I'm a type to start taking people's body parts all higgledy-piggledy? If there weren't plenty of thoughtless, discarded rib cages to work with, the type of jet you're looking for in these parts, I'm afraid I'm not the type of aggressively hot dog you're after. We can't all be the macho bloodthirsty romantic hero type. ready to whip out the organ harvesting tools at a moment's notice. I thought we could be friends. Now to see you're looking for something different. My apologies, I think. It's best if you go elsewhere. You want to correct the misunderstanding, but you're not fully sure what the misunderstanding is. The guy doesn't seem to be in any mood for friendship right now. You hang your head. Looks like it was all a basic waste of time. Misunderstood. Aw, damn it. Aw, dang it. Aw, dang it. Aw, dang it. Fuck. I guess let's try this one. Just go look for food. Looks like himself. Is there any food? But the risk go outside. You tell him your decision. Top choice, buckaroo. Fortune's all I know and most of my time. Just one small matter to trouble no brain power. If you're venturing into the unknown yonder, we may obtain some chow for my luces as well. He's welcome, Gustav. He goes too long without his dosh. What is he, British? What are these words? You draw yourself up proudly. It's taken a lot of bizarre run-ins and hair and close shaves, but you know all about Lucius. You inquire about Gustav, was it? Oh, what a card you are. No, my Lucius. I call him the Canary. He whips out a photo, but it shows a smaller version of himself. His horns nothing but stubs, a far too pair of aviator claws slipping off his nose. Standing behind him is a large white fowl. Big scraggly wings fold back against his body. You want to say an emu? Whatever it is, it's definitely not a canary. Its beak touches the top of your palm's head with something that might count as affection. He's not a persnickety sort. All kinds of bugs and leaves will tickle his fancy. Shall we away? Shall we greet the horizon that rushes forward to meet us without astounding grace? Shall we give ourselves over to the coolest of time's great arrival? Sure, you tell him. You can leave the house. It's getting a lot easier to pay attention to only the words this guy says that actually make sense. You kinda enjoy his way of speaking, though. If nothing else, it gives you the feeling that he's really excited about his food quest you're going to go on together. Airline pal leads you back down the road to the pulley system and outside again. The trip is not so easy on your bruised hips. The thing about walking is when you walk, your body moves. You've had better times, is all you're saying. You indicate as much to your companion. Oh boy, I hear you. I think move while attached, I'll turn yourself into the worst kind of hooey. The moment when an autonomous flight is invented trembles even closer to the present. Can you hear it approach? The wail of a distant klaxon. The call to adventure. It breaks us forward to the years, a golden thread, stretching out all the way to the glorious inevitability. That's not what you meant, but maybe you'll feel better in the future when someone invents flight on this planet. It's not about time either. You have to be further along than you're healing, or dead. Either way, think about that. Future brings a little rosy glow to your heart. Ask your buddy where you're going next. The world is a bivalvular sea critter? Oh, oyster? Okay. Wherever we go, the wind calls our names. Great. But to search on to answer your inquiring call, there's a specific plant the canary likes to eat. It's got white petals and leaves as red as a troll's most lurid desires. Could you give a holler if your bob has fallen something of that persuasion? You agree to keep an eye out. You can continue trudging along beside him, wincing whenever your steps jolt your injuries. Maybe a little conversation will help distract you. You ask your friend what got him interested to flying in the first place. What could be better? I'm there, free of flying, with your face on the horizon on your back, seeing the continent spread out below you, finally feeling that personal aesthetic is appropriate for the given circumstances. You chill over this one for a minute or two. It seems like what really makes this guy tick is the travel and adventure thing. Maybe that's what you've been getting from his general demeanor. Pretty much everything's set up till now. You're nervous to bring up anything that might make him psyche, but an interest of bonding you forge ahead. Aren't there, you say with apprehension, maybe some similarities between flying and space travel? Like maybe being in a spaceship would satisfy some of these urges? What? There may be superficial similarities to trick the common troll, but in essence, the blood pusher and soul of each. It's different as night and day. As a mountain in the ditch, as a star in a mud puddle. Don't get the raw fellow of space travel is fine. Well, it's the only way to satisfy a blood that's in there. And I look forward to such a time where I could be of service. In the eternal millstone grind to intergalactic conquest. But it's missing the punch, the pizzazz, the kaboom, the trumpet honk of it all. As you feared, you stepped into it now. You're struggling and have a response out of the corner of your eye. You spot a cluster of white flowers. Relieved, you point them out to your new companion who races over to gather them, but when he holds the old one up, you can see it has blue leaves, not red. Your shoulders droop. Seems like all you're doing is disappointing your buddy, who has been so nice to you, or at least that's what you think. You read between lines of his confusing speaking stuff. Fear not, my smooth-headed compatriot. These are not my Lucian's rations resort, but this plant is people chow. What I mean to say is we can eat it. Since we are people, it's food for people, not food made of people. To be clear. He comes back with a fistful of the flowers. Oh god, why did I continue talking? Oh god. My brain is... and hands you one of the handful of blue leaves. You're not all sure that food that's safe for your buddy will be safe for you as well, but at this point you don't have much to lose. Besides, with all the way your stomach is running, it might as well be a perfectly seared steak you put it in your mouth. Chewing on the leaf, you feel even more affectionate towards the guy than before. You're worried this trip is turning into an excuse for him to turn run some kind of household errand, but he really just did find something for you to eat. You're desperate to find something to show him that you can understand his interests. You want to connect him on a deep soul level. Anything to get him to look at you with a treasure glow of friendship in his eyes. Whenever he mentions space travel, it talks about like something he has to do, some kind of necessary obligation. So maybe it's the reason he's fixated on an activity that's kind of similar, but just a little different. Maybe he doesn't want to do the required thing, the space conquest, but doesn't have it in him to rebel entirely all the way. Maybe airplane flight or whatever similar thing he's envisioning is a compromise between what he has to do and what he wants to do. A balance, like all must find in order to live in an individual society that shapes one desires from Earth. God damn, that got deep. You cautiously open your mouth, heart pounding, to venture back to ask your pal if he maybe would rather not satisfy the demands of the bloodlusty overlords. Maybe if a part of him wants to get into his flying machine, will leave for real. He seems taken aback. Maybe you shouldn't have said it. What a huge mistake. You probably pushed his friendship out of your reach for good now. Panicking, you point to the side, yelling like you see a big field of white flowers in that direction. Your potential friend leaps into action, seemingly also glad to be given a reason not to answer this question. He races forward in the direction you indicated. In a matter of seconds, a yelp and your dual critter vanishes. Instantly, you realize your error. You didn't look where you were pointing. While walking, you unwittingly came close to the edge of a large cliff, which your companion has now disappeared over. You race to the side, your stomach flooding with fear. It's absolutely the opposite of what you wanted. You look down in horror. Your friend now looks approximately how you felt when you first crash landed on the dark planet. He's conscious, his face frozen in shock, but one leg is twisted in a nasty way. You may not be familiar with his alien anatomy, but you're almost positive that it shouldn't look like that. You call out to him in distress, sure he's going to castigate you for your mistake. The strangeness of his language won't make it hurt any less to lose the guy's trust forever. Right-ho! Kalu Kalay! His voice flutes up from the ground below, weak but somewhat jovial? Is it possible he's not angry? Oh, joyous happenings! Delight for the body and spirit! Did you absorb what occurred before your very visage? I flew! Soared through the sky, just for a moment, but it happened. They seemed like none I've ever known. You hesitate. Is it really possible that you could be taking this so well? That maybe your big fuck-up was a step in the right direction after all? It's definitely a little worrying to hear him celebrate a dangerous fall, but none of that matters if you can secure a friendship at least. My strange associate, come on down here. You'll celebrate in grand fashion this eve. How did you know that a brief sojourn through unaffected air would bring me such joy? You're a fine fellow, a truly superb friend. Your heart lives with joy. He said it! Of course, you now have to find some way to climb down a cliff with your messed up ribs, not to mention figuring out how to transport someone with a broken leg back to the house. You're not really sure if that's possible or when the adrenaline that's gotten you this far will out and force you to succumb to your own pain. But with a nightfall of difficulties ahead of you, you couldn't ask for a better balm than knowing that you'll face them hand in hand with your friend. Although, assuming he didn't hurt his hands as well. No matter, you did it! Victory! Oh god, his leg. Hey, I got a friend, so that's really all that matters. That's all that matters in the end. What does his thing say? You help the reluctant space farer sort of a little lower. Oh god, all these bitches. Befriend everyone. Friend Link. Oh, is Link? Stick with an old friend over a new one. 1,000 bars, maybe? Wait, where's the clown Marvis? Hey, wait, I'm gonna look up. Is Link transmasc? I think he is. Honestly, I think he is because he's a male, and I think all Jade Bloods are female. I think. What does that mean? Link. What's my supposed name? Link. Oh, I think that's how he spells last name. I'm pretty sure he's transmasc. Let me see. Card. Okay. So the March 14th. And of course, it's This is one way to show up. This. Okay, look at this. I've looked on the wiki. Their Act 2 speaks on the existence of many. Though Act 2 speaks on the existence of many male Jade Bloods, Link is the first named male Jade Blood character. Cohen and Phil and Philgrim, both formerly Fallen Upstairs, have referred to him as transgender. Let's go. Link is officially a cool guy. Link is officially a cool guy. Link is officially a cool guy, therefore I'm excited for his route. Well, excited is a word. Well, why are the two Marvises? Have no self-respect. Oh, I think I know what that one is. I need more two of these? There's two. Oh. Because the two Chixies. There's two Chixies, two Marvises. I know what this one is. Oh my god, I know what that one is. Pit Stop. Oh my god, I know that one. And then there's two Link ones. There's like I know that one. Those three are the only ones with like alternate things. Okay. Anyway, enough of my talking. I just had anyway. So hey, yeah, that's enough. Okay, see y'all later.